Welcome everyone to a new Steven Universe theory. We should all know about fusions and the ones we have seen. Ruby and Sapphire, however, are seen in a lot of fusions. This brings up a question. What are all the fusions between Pearl, Ruby, and Sapphire? Obviously, as we all know if we are up to date, spoiler alert if you haven't watched up to date, the two obvious fusions are Garnet and Sardonyx. Garnet is a fusion between Ruby and Sapphire, while Sardonyx is a fusion between Ruby, Sapphire, and Pearl. While we know those two fusions, what could be the fusions between Pearl and the other two individually be? If you know gemology, then you should know that Sardonyx is a mix between Sard and Onyx. However, Sard is sometimes called carnelian, since it's more of a variant of it, so don't be surprised if that is the case instead. This means that it is possible that Pearl with Ruby and Pearl with Sapphire can make those two fusions. Who would be involved in each fusion? First, let's look at carnelian. Carnelian is associated with appreciation virtues and enjoying being alive. This somewhat resembles the characters of Pearl and Sapphire. In Keystone Motel, Sapphire wanted to do the right thing, but Pearl is a little questionable. Nevertheless, virtues seem to fit Pearl and Sapphire the most compared to the other gems, with Steven as an exception. Now let's look at Onyx. Onyx is associated with healing. Now this is where it's hard to determine whether it would be a fusion between Pearl and Ruby or not. While Ruby did try and successfully make Sapphire feel better in Keystone Motel, after realizing her actions, she also destroyed the table and had a lot of rage. However, Ruby is definitely not a virtuous gem, so it wouldn't make sense for her to be part of carnelian either. Pearl would be slapped in there as a default, so. While this theory may seem somewhat convincing, I would like to point out that these are just the most probable names rather than the actual names. Until there is some confirmation, you cannot say that these are the fusions. Why? Usually, gem fusions form gems with little to no resemblance to the real-life gemstones' attributes, and is based more off of the characteristics of each gem character. Don't scrap the carnelian onyx fusion theory. Just keep it in mind. What you want to believe is up to you, but I would just like to bring up these possibilities. As always, thank you for watching. If you like this, not necessarily agreeing with it, leave a like. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, make sure to comment. If you would like more Steven Universe theories, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.